Hey everybody, happy Sunday fun day. Welcome to the show. Welcome to me watching my own show. See, Natasha's not here. We're just screwing things up. Let's mute that. How about that? Is that better? Is that better? Oh my goodness. So yes, obviously it's just me, Bill, this week. I don't have the master of the controls next to me. Hopefully if you're hearing me, things are going good. Shoot me some thumbs up. Let me know in the chat so I can know that that is good. It's great to see some folks are here. Looks like we got 11. Let me start it off by greeting some folks. Happy Place Camping. It's the first one on the list. Our epic RV adventure missed it. Just that much. Just that much. And, I should be doing this. That. My other brother, Brian, is here. We'll have to have him on some other week. And ByCats4Cats is here. That is a good thing. So we're going to be talking to them today. Mel Nettie, living free, zip codeless. Great to see you here. Let me scroll down. RV Media Creators. Hello, Cyphers. When are y'all hitting the trail? Coming this way. And Posh Cats Camping. Hello, Trev and Sue. How are you guys doing? Always great to see you guys. RV Underway. Thanks for being here. Man. Silly internet. StreamYard. Hopefully things go good for us here. Air just kicked on. Sorry if that's too noisy. It's warm. It's warm. We're still here in Springfield, Illinois. So yeah, it's warm. It's kind of muggy. I don't know where we are. Maybe I should get Bella to help me click on these things. Chris Nicolaisen. How are you? Great to see you here. If I had to guess, that's a friend of Uncle Eric's, Bella. All right. And Lucky Dog Productions moderator, Sue. Hello. How are you? Sure. Come on by. Grab a chair. Click on stuff. That'd probably be helpful. So how is everybody doing? This week, we've been hanging out. Bella's going to join me and click on some stuff.
Want to come too, Bernie?
So that'll be helpful. What have we done this week? We did go out on a walk one day. Oh, yeah. The kids are officially mostly done with school. New Horizons. Thanks for coming. It's good to see you. We are jealous that you got to hang out with Johnny and Tracy, RV SWAT. We met them at a get-together in Texas through Road Life Project. And really enjoyed meeting them also. So we went out for a walk. The kids officially had their last day of school. They do still have a few projects they're working on. They're doing a science project. Bella is doing a science project regarding some tomato plants. We got some patio tomatoes. We have 3 of them. Lean in. Right about here. You can see her.
Your cup's in the way.
I don't want to move the camera. But yes, so Bella is working on some science projects.
Hi.
3 different plants, 3 different methods. What are your 3 methods?
Eggshell fertilizer, Miracle Grow, and nothing.
Eggshells, Miracle Grow, and nothing. The test is to see which one will grow the biggest, which one will yield the most fruit, and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And Will's doing something with, he has white flowers, and he's gonna, well, right now he's watering them with dyed water to see if that changes their color. And if that doesn't, we're gonna snip the white flowers and leave them with the stem in the dyed water to see if that comes through. You see a new name? I know you weren't here, but I do know Frizky Puppers is a new name. Welcome. Welcome here. And I guess I should go into, if you are new to the channel, I'm Bill. This is Bella, my wife, Natasha. She's at work. She is a travel nurse. We travel the country in our fifth wheel RV. We've been on the road for 3 years now, and we are loving it. Welcome to our Sunday live show, where I promise to be mildly entertaining. Mildly. Yes.
Remember last week's live?
Barely. Oh my goodness. It's like it was so far ago. What happened last week?
Grandpa came in.
Grandpa. Oh yeah. We had my dad on last week. Funny. Our Epic RV Adventure is a long-time listener, first-time caller. Thanks for being here. How's the moving going? What else is new? So yeah, we went out. We were kind of celebrating their last day of school.
Yeah.
We forced them to go on a nature walk. That's a celebration, right?
Definitely.
Then we went to squeeze in a little more.
Not that one. Dang it. Dang computer!
We went on a nature walk. We saw animals on the nature walk. What did we see?
Deer.
Deer.
And lots of squirrels.
Deer, squirrels. We saw a heron. And yeah, lots of squirrels. Hello, our Avenger RV Adventure. Thanks for being here.
Mom's on.
Appreciate you. Natasha Stevens. Never heard of her. Look at that. She's working so hard. You know those nurses, they just play cards all day and get on YouTube.
She was so busy yesterday.
I'm going to hide when it's her time to get up.
Wasn't she on Diary of a Family's live yesterday?
For a second.
She was talking to me how she's so busy at work.
I don't know. She's very busy. Then went on a nature walk. Then we went out to eat.
Yeah.
We went to
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden. When you're there, you're family. Actually, thanks to Art of RVing, we won one of their contests, and they sent us a gift card. So we used that. That was a good score. We did some grocery shopping. Natasha's always saying every day off that she has, it's like we're going to the grocery store. So apparently, we're terrible at making lists.
Another bathroom break, Mom says.
That's no good. Yes, at least you get a bathroom break. That's good. Then we went to get ice cream. Ice cream at the Dairy Queen. Love our ice cream. So yeah, so that's really what we've been up to this week. Natasha finished her video with Carolyn from Diary of a Family as a review from their last hospital, their travel nurse assignment. And I think in the works, we keep talking about wanting to do our setup. I think we should just do it. Our setup with our gimbal and our phone and the microphone and all that good stuff. Some folks have commented on it. Like, what is that? And we're like, oh, we'll make a video. We never do. So then we're just jerks, right? Jerky jerks.
Uncle Brian's speaking Spanish.
Spanish.
But he did a typo.
Estoy.
In.
It's Spanglish. Very nice. Very nice. So yeah, today we do have a very special guest.
Me.
Bella. And before I forget, Bella, give me those stickers over there.
Sticker
Sticker time. If you would like one of our fancy, handy-dandy, that logo back there, Nursingourtravelbug stickers to do with what you want, please email us. Give us your address. We will send you a sticker.
I dare you to put that one on.
No thanks. Can you click on the private chat and see what that says? We got a sticker from Hubbard's on the Hitch. This one here.
Oh.
Hubbard's on the Hitch. That's a very lovely sticker. Very lovely indeed. Thought your mom opened these. And then we got a sticker. I'm trying to guess who they are before I even open it. Ill prepared. We got, the Tipsy Gypsy Travelers. That's cool. I'm guessing that is an Instagrammer. Tipsy Gypsy Travelers. You ever heard of them?
No.
Your mom does a lot of that. Oh, I know these people.
You do?
Haven't seen them yet. They'll be in here. They're always somewhere. If not, they're busy. Boom! Justin and Christina's RV van life. We finally got one of these. Very cool.
It always takes long to get something from Canada when you're in the United States.
That's true. I would really move the camera. You can see how I have it set up today. If I touch it, I may not get it back to where I wanted to
You
get.
didn't think there'd be another person in the live.
No. And we got one from On the Road Again, the Blunts. That's very nice.
What are y'all doing with damn stickers?
We're getting ourselves quite a collection here of these star stickers. You know, we plan on, I think RV Underway might have done something similar. We're planning on getting some plexiglass or something and putting it out on our slide out and then taking it off every time we move. We got Remember the Venture sticker. Very nice. Thank you. Did that come out of here?
It's 86 degrees outside according to the television.
It's 86 degrees in
And partly cloudy.
Chatham, Illinois. Aha! Finally, we got this one. Finally. Hitch up and tow. This one has come a long way to us.
Yeah. All the way from
Longer
England.
than Justin and Christina's RV van life. And Michael's RV van life. That is the sticker update. That is a cool idea. That is cool. Put those over there. But yeah, so we plan on putting that up on some plexiglass. Probably command Velcro strips. And take it off every time we move. And then maybe bring it in. Show it during the lives and whatnot. So yeah. Yes, New Horizons. You guys are getting ready to roll. It's very cool. Can't wait to meet you guys. Hopefully at Mayberry. Angela Figueredo.
She has two different things.
I like it. Oh, it's Thrifty Angela. How silly of me. Hello, Angela.
That's why I said she has two different profiles.
Yes, it is very difficult to tag when you're on the phone. And I'm at that point in my show where I could bring my guest in. I don't see him in front of his camera. But I saw him chatting. So maybe I didn't take enough time. What else do we got?
Tell him to get his butt over here.
Get your butt over here.
Is she asking us that question?
Let's interview Bella. Bella, what are you going to do with your summer?
Play Fortnite.
Play Fortnite.
hopefully.
Bella got the deal of the century. I'm going to deal some dirt on Bella.
Dirt.
Dirt. Is it focused? I don't know. Bella had some trouble.
Uh-oh.
Preteen, teenage trouble of getting along with mom and dad and her brother. She's been hanging out. I'm here watching. Maybe my cam chunked out. Sometimes I have to unplug mine and plug it back in. Looks like it's
Frozen.
It's like in a surveillance cam, like in a movie where they freeze the camera. Looks like he's working on that.
Now you can't even see it.
But no, Bella got the deal of a century. She was grounded for weeks. Man, we just kept adding days. And
it
what
all
are we going to do?
Because Will wasn't washing the dishes.
Here she goes. Blaming it on other people.
It's true.
Oh.
That's what happened.
We made her the deal of the century. If she could make it through the weekend, respectfully, treating others like she wants to be treated, then Monday would be a clean slate. It's the end of the school year. We're ready to have some fun.
Get past
Ready.
level.
Yes. Then she can join us. Join us in the fun of the summer. What else is going on?
I gave Bernie a bath yesterday.
She gave Bernie a bath yesterday. Okay, I'm gonna be dangerous here.
Uh-oh.
There, a little bit. There we go. Since now you're the guest.
Yay.
She gave Bernie a bath yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
I don't.
Yesterday?
I don't
Did you
think
give a bath
that's-
yesterday, Bernie? I don't remember.
No, I don't recall either. So, my brother's having a bit of issues. You know, you were, if you're still listening, Eric, you were saying it may not be as cool, but you are able to click on that link through your cell phone and join as well. But not a problem.
Because you can't even see him in the green room.
That's okay.
Or whatever you call it.
So, yeah. So we got a whole summer ahead of us. We're kind of excited. I think Illinois has entered phase 4 of reopening. And so that means that restaurants you can go into, they did say museums, zoos. I'm not sure how all that would work. But yeah, we're just excited. We've been talking about trying to at least get out and do something on Natasha's days off and try to get all the chores, not just go to the grocery store,
Which is boring.
which we tend to do. But now, like today, we're out of bread. I suppose the kids tonight can go get some bread. I think part of that is budgeting also, just like spending a lot on groceries with these runs. But I could make some more bread.
Uh-oh.
What?
Yep. No. Nope.
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 No homemade bread?
Last time we did that turned into a great time.
I bet you'll eat some homemade bread.
Great grandma's bread is pretty good.
Yeah, got great grandma's recipe. He's back. He's here. We see him. Let's bring him on before we lose him. I've known this guy for 42 plus years. He's the troublemaker, the middle brother. Let's bring him on, my brother. Eric.
Hey, what's going on?
What's happening?
I drank about 5 cups of coffee getting ready for this thing, so let's do it.
Coffee. I've never had coffee before. Let's use coffee. Coffee's good.
Coffee is good.
You want to be back to your...
Hi, Bella.
Hi.
You gonna stay here?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. So this is my brother, Eric. He hails from White Bear Lake, Minnesota.
Did you just freeze again?
He's telling us that he is clear from all the nasty troubles in Minneapolis. What's going on in Minnesota?
Well, it's a hot day, just like Bella said about where you're at. It's hot. We're going to be having some crazy storms tonight. But other than that, I worked today and I quit 2 hours early. And now I'm here staring at you two.
Well, that's good. You work a lot.
Yes, I do. I work a lot.
Very colorful.
Yeah.
Well, let's get crazy.
Let's get crazy.
Be prepared, because I'm probably going to get flustered and freeze and not know what to say.
Huh?
That's okay. Bella can just, pinch your shoulder or something, wake you up.
Okay. All right. So this should
Very
be
funny,
fun
Brian.
and mildly entertaining.
Mildly.
That's right. So let's lay this Eric Stevens, this is your life. Let's lay the foundation. Give the background. Tell us about growing up. Any stories that stick out of our childhood, embarrassing or not to me?
Well, really, I mean, every time we get together, which is like once every 10 years, we tell the same stories all the time. And, the only stories that stick out in my mind is when I would do something bad and not own up to it. Then we get locked in the bathroom for about an hour until I finally decide to own up to it. But, who was it? Was it me, you, or Brian that got hit in the head with the cup when we wouldn't eat our meat?
I don't recall that, but that could because I got hit in the head with a cup.
It could have been. Yeah. Maybe you got hit in the head with a cup. But no, like when we were little kids, we used to have bedrooms next to each other in the basement. And we had stuffed animals, of course, like Bill had Odie and I had Scooby-Doo. And Brian had Garfield. And so we were told to go to bed. But what we would do is we would act out little skits, and we would use the voices of what we thought our stuffed animals sounded like until we got a big bang on the floor, and then we kind of shut up and went to bed. But we used to do those little skits with our stuffed animals every night.
Right, it's true. I recall that quite well. They had
Whoa, Air, you want a talkie?
Hello, Linda Barker. Thanks for joining us. Yes, they worked at Flaky Odie's.
Flaky Odie's.
Flaky Jake's down the street.
Yeah, and they had the Garfield mobile.
That's right. Well, that's not too embarrassing.
No.
It actually sounds kind of funny.
So we don't want to...
Oh. What?
See, I told you I'd talk over you the whole time.
Well, that's what happens. Is there a delay? Probably.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So we brought Eric on because we think he has a pretty interesting job. But before we get to all that, we have all worked many, many different jobs as we found our way through life. Can you tell us about some of the jobs you worked growing up that made you the character you are today?
I can go through all of them. Let's see. When I was 12, I used to push the lawnmower around town and mow the lawns of older ladies. And they would pay me with money and with stuff like banana bread and, cinnamon bread and all kinds of bread.
Rita Gravy, yes.
Yeah, Rita Gravy made cinnamon rolls.
That's right.
And it's kind of hard pushing a lawnmower up the street when you're carrying a pan of cinnamon rolls, but I got it done. But then I worked at Peony Park when I was 14, sweeping up cigarette butts, and I actually wore the Peony and Paul the Skunk costumes every once in a while. So that was Peony Park. And then, let's see, I did Burger King, Fuddruckers, Dairy Queen, well, I mean, that's all through my high school years, but then I worked for a place called Mr. Video where I did live event videography, and then I worked at a, what the hell is it called? Blockbuster. They don't have those anymore.
No cussing.
Oh, crap. Sorry.
Oh, snap. That's funny.
Yeah, but in my adult life, I worked at Kinko's. I worked for the UPN network at Cox Cable. I've had a million jobs. I worked at the Omaha Henry Dorley Zoo for 5 years. Then I was a truck driver. Then I worked at PayPal, and now I do this.
You do everything.
Yeah, I did a lot of stuff.
Production job with Mr. Video actually led you to kind of starting your own video production company for a while there.
Well, I tried. Basically, I had an extra bedroom in my apartment, and I called it Snap E Video. And I would take people's photos and put them to music and put them on a VHS tape. I don't know if Bella knows what a VHS tape is.
No.
You heard of a VCR? Grandma and Grandpa have a VCR. You know those tapes you put in for a movie?
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grandma and Grandpa have one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Snap E Video turned into Snap E Tiger.
That's right. So, there you go. It's the segue. So, in 1999, you were surfing the internet, and you found something that would change your life forever. Forever.
Well, it was close. While I worked at Kinko's, there was a guy there, kind of a nerdy computer guy. They exist. And he was drawing some art at his work desk while he was working. And I went over and took a look at it, and I'm like, what's that? He goes, that's, I draw anthropomorphic art, which basically means like you take an animal and give it human characteristics, or you can take a rock and give it human characteristics. And so I took a look at the art he was doing. It was pretty cool. Then I went on the internet, since I didn't have internet at home, so I did it at work. Started searching stuff, and I was like, whoa, this is pretty cool. There's a huge community out there, at least on the internet. Didn't know if it existed in person at all, but then kind of dove in head first and went way down the rabbit hole in it.
Yes. Hello, Griswold Family Vacay. Thank you so much for coming here.
The Griswolds.
That's right. I always think of, hey, greaseball. Hey, greaseball.
Greaseball.
So you felt this pull towards this group kind of right away.
Yeah, it's like an online community, and I kind of met some people, and you kind of get to wanting to meet these people, in real life instead of just on the internet. Kind of like what you guys do in your RVs. You run into people that you've only talked to or watched videos of on the internet, and then it's just a cool, fun time. You might have dinner, have some drinks, hang out,
So that's what I was going to say. So yeah, it definitely relates to what we are doing. So were there people in this community that were local to Omaha?
No. What I did is, back in the day, you had Yahoo groups where people could join a group and you get in like a mailing list. So I actually started the search to try to find other folks that might be interested, in this fandom. And then I started finding people and bringing people together, and we started going like bowling or go out to eat at night or whatnot. So that kind of built up a bit of a social network there.
Yes, and that's where you met many of the people. Some of them that I recall, and I wish I should have done my homework there. But I recall the man that actually had like his whole face was tattooed like a tiger. He had whiskers, and he was on all sorts of different TV shows, which actually Eric here has been on a few TV shows, local news, and on a TLC program. But yeah, so you met celebrities in the community also.
Well, yeah, Stalking Cat. Yeah, he's the guy that's been on like Ripley's Believe It or Not and all that kind of stuff. And he and I were in a documentary on the Learning Channel. It was it aired in 2003, and part of the show was that he and I met up at an airport in Chicago to go to a convention. And he was a great guy, a little weird, you got to be weird to tattoo your whole body to look like a tiger, I guess. But really, a real sweet guy. I really miss him.
Yep. So eventually, this kind of led to you attending. I want to make sure I'm saying the right words. A furry convention.
A furry convention in Chicago called Midwest Fur Fest in 2000.
So that was your first con. Like what's running through your mind as you enter your first convention? Was it like
I already knew some people. Sorry, once again, I'm talking over you.
You're fine.
I already knew some people that were going. I've met some people. Like I've driven down to Kansas City and St. Louis from Omaha and met some folks that were going to be at this convention. But basically, what a furry convention is, it's a science fiction convention, kind of like a Comic-Con, where people will show up and you'll have different vendors that sell different things, and you go to panels and learn all about writing or art, or you learn how to make costumes. And so going to these panels, they have dances at night, you eat food, kind of hang out with people and talk. And that was my very first experience 20 years ago.
I think we're a little bit similar. Maybe difficult to put yourself out there and meet people. Was it difficult? Well, you said you already knew some people online, but how did you have to push yourself to go out to this public location with all these people?
Not really. I mean, I was 25 back then, so I still had a crap ton of energy, not like now because I'm old. But when I showed up, I was really excited because you get to meet all these people you've talked to online for like a year. And you try to start putting faces to names because everybody on the internet goes by a fake name. So you don't know anybody's real name, but like, oh, you're that guy or you're that lady. And it just kind of gets exciting because then you start talking, you figure out who you can actually establish a rapport with and the people that you actually like or the people that are nothing like they were online. And then you're like, I'm going to stay away from that weirdo. But no, I didn't really have to force myself to be social because it was just really exciting and cool to meet all these people. Like only about 350 people were there that year. So since it was so small, you got to meet and talk to just about everybody.
Yeah. So did you have your first fursuit already when you went there, or was you just checking it out?
I did. In 99, I went to a camp out in St. Louis, and there was a guy there that had this white tiger costume, and he went by Tiger Cowboy. So I went to this camp out, and he actually had an extra costume he let me try on. And at first, like, it's kind of weird. You know, you're going to put on a costume when it's like 85 degrees outside and sweat to death. But, you know, I put it on, and at that point, I'm like, holy crap, I'm not me anymore. It's like I'm this character. I can do whatever I want. I can get away with stealing somebody's apple or something. Like, who's going to beat up a 7-foot tall orange tiger? So that was extremely fun. So what I did when I got home is I found the person that made his costume, and I paid them to make me one. And about 4 months later, one showed up in the mail, and I had it in time to take it to the convention.
So eventually you tried your hand at making your own costume. How many did you buy before you decided to try that?
Well, I just bought that one, and it was a black tiger, and I wanted another one, and I didn't have any money because I worked at the zoo at the time, and the zoo pays not good. So what I did is I went to Walmart, and I bought a sewing machine, the cheapest one they had, and I never sewn before, so I didn't know what the heck I was doing. So I broke it, and I took it back, and they accepted it back, and then I got another one just like it, and I broke that one and returned it. So, but the third one I got, I actually learned how to use it. So I started just kind of researching how to make these things, like how do you make the head? How do you make the feet? How do you make the body? And through a lot of just kind of screwing around and self-teaching, I just kind of learned how to throw one together, and I ended up making a white tiger.
Nice. And now that you're an expert in the field, how is the quality of that first one that you made there?
It was not good. It's one of those like if you look at it on the outside, it looks okay, but if you looked at it on the inside, it was bad. It was real bad.
Well, that's no good.
Because I didn't know what I was doing. I had no clue.
Right.
Hi, Bella.
Hi.
I thought I was putting her to sleep.
Any questions?
No.
Great. So we might be jumping around. I tried to do these in order. So then you're at your convention, you go back to Omaha, you're going back to the grind, the working every day in and out. At the time you were driving a truck, you were saying, and then you kind of lost that job, and it kind of sparked you into a whole new thought process.
Yeah, I mean, I would make like back in the day when I worked at the zoo, I used to make one or two things for other people, but they were junk, really. And so for a few years, I stopped, and I drove a truck for Panera Bread, delivering dough to like 7 different stores around Omaha and Lincoln and Sioux Falls, Sioux City. And so what happened was I got in a wreck. The truck had a lift gate on the back of it, on the back of the trailer, and apparently I forgot to put the lift gate up. So when I took a turn, it kind of took out the side of another person's truck. And apparently when you do that, you lose your job. So I lost my job, and I went home, and I'm like, all right, well, I got on unemployment. Only time in my whole life I ever had to do that. And just for a little bit extra money, I figured, let's try making a head or two, see if they sell. So I made like a black lion head, I made a cougar head, and those sold for like $150 each, just enough to get some extra beer money, which was nice because, when you're unemployed, what else are you going to do? Drink beer and eat food. And that was 2009. And in October of that year, I registered the domain name ByCats4Cats.com. So that's where, I got in a wreck, lost my job, and things just kind of started taking off from there.
Yep. By the way, Mom texted me. She says she's listening. She hasn't figured out how to comment in the chat. I haven't seen the chat move for a while. Maybe I'm frozen.
No, I think I put them all to sleep. They're like, I thought this was going to be mildly entertaining.
Mildly entertaining.
Hi, Mom.
So, yeah. No, I think this is definitely mildly entertaining, at the least.
Mildly.
So, eventually, see, this is where I remember back in the day, you were working at hashtag PayPal. I say we're mentioning all these companies. Who cares? So you're working at PayPal, and in Omaha, that's like known as pretty good job. Like it's hard to get a job there because you have to have good credit and this and that. It pays well. So you were working full time. I believe you went part time at one point because business started getting better with your fursuit making, and eventually you just quit Panera altogether and dive in full force into your fursuits. What's through your mind for that decision there?
Well, and you're right. Hashtag PayPal. They were a good company to work for. And what was really cool of them is like when I decided to work there part time, they actually let me keep my full benefits. So I was working 2 days a week, 10 hours a day. And that was super cool of them because I kept getting more and more orders for suits. And this was in 2012. So 3 years after I started getting serious about it. And what happened during that point is that I met someone online. And what happened was that in November of 2011, they sent me an email saying they wanted a costume of a white lion. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. So I started making the white lion, and we started kind of flirting back and forth online. You meet somebody hot online, you're like, hey, baby, what's up? And yeah.
You're going right into the next question. It's great. It's good.
Okay, that's good. We'll just keep it going, right?
That's right.
So and he lived in Minnesota. So the deal with that is that I went up to Minnesota to hang out, and he came to Omaha to hang out, and we're hanging out. And then I'm thinking, you know what? I kind of want to move to Minnesota. So then I got even more serious about making these costumes. And that's why I went part-time at PayPal. And at that time, I was pretty sure that I could be self-sufficient making the costumes that I make. So really, I was just working at PayPal just to make sure I had money. Well, which was a good thing, because after that, that's when I decided to move up to White Bear Lake, Minnesota, to be with Darren, who is now my husband, and that was in August of 2012.
That's right. So that's what I was going to say. You've gotten so much out of this community, including a husband, so which is pretty good deal. Pretty.
I think it was.
Yeah. What's he doing?
I think he's playing poker online.
That's exciting.
It's been really quiet up there, so maybe he's winning or losing. He was going to come down here, but who knows?
That's all good.
Yeah.
So maybe I can try to show some of your pictures here. How many conventions have you been to? And what is the furthest you've traveled to a convention?
If I were to guess, I've been to like 50, maybe 50 conventions. I've been to Australia 4 times to be at a convention, and 2 of those were as like a guest of honor, because at one point I had like 45 of my customers in Australia. Hey, Darren, what? Oh, that's gross. Don't do that. Don't do that. But no, I had like 45 customers in Australia, so I kind of got a following there, and so they wanted me to come to the convention, so Darren and I went, and it was awesome.
Hey, Bill. Great to see you.
Oh, I see you. Hello. I was fiddling around on another tab. I wasn't even listening to what you were saying. I'm the worst host in the world.
That's okay. I said we went to Australia.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. See, Darren can't hear you, so you can say anything you want, and he won't hear it.
Tempting.
Pretty sure he heard that.
Tempting.
Yeah.
We're dead. Let me hold on a second. This is gonna get
Do you
weird.
know what you're doing?
No.
What did you lose yourself?
No, I'm gonna share the screen and try to show some photographs.
Oh, some photos.
Some photos of.
I'm going to do laundry.
Oh, okay. Hey, there we go.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Whoops. Should we make it? Let's make it full.
Oh.
I'll go back. See what's all mixed in here. So this one here is this one you told me this was actually in Australia.
Yeah, that one's in Melbourne. That was in 2016. The first year we went there was 2015. But yeah, that's a whole group of my customers there.
Remember that.
So that sexy fella in the back and the left, that's Darren.
Yep.
What is his fursona?
Oh, his fake internet name is Thor White Legs.
Nice. And then you're the tall fella in the back. Middle, yes.
Yep, with the blue on his head.
Ooh, Shadowcat.
And what do we have here?
Well, on the left there is Tibor, and on the right there is Vesker, and I made their orange tiger costumes for them. And then what they did is they made the SWAT cats costumes to go over the costumes, and that's at a convention in Dallas, Texas.
You look like some sort of mascot for something.
Yeah, well, SWAT cats. You know the SWAT cats?
No.
It's a cartoon.
This is no.
Oh, that's okay.
This looks like a workspace.
That's where we're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Here's your logo.
Yeah, and actually I'm really fortunate. A customer of mine actually paid an artist to come up with that logo for me. So that's custom art. You know, nobody else has it.
Perfect.
And it's actually on a drink coaster.
I want a drink coaster.
Printing on a 3D.
Oh, you can hear Darren mumbling back there?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. God damn it.
Here you are working. Here's a sweet logo that you should make into a t-shirt sometime.
Yeah, I should do that someday, shouldn't I?
There's some of your work on the right there in your workspace. And this is 2018.
Oh, I remember this.
Perfect.
Oh, my stars.
Yeah, like at these conventions, what they'll do is they'll get, like if a certain person makes all these fursuits, they'll have group photos. And so they'll have photographers set up, background set up, and actually we were way too big for that background. So that's about, I'd say about 70% of my customers that were at that convention. So a lot of people don't show up to the photos, but a lot of them did.
Stop clicking on things. Art of RVing. Thanks for coming. Don't talk to me. That's funny. All right. We are back.
It's about time now.
It's about time now. Welcome to the show.
Ah!
Now, Brian,
I
what's
don't even love this guy.
so Darren and Eric? You guys go on a yearly big trip. Big trip. Where do you guys go?
Oh, yeah.
Frequently?
Well, every January, I don't know if we'll be going this time, but we go to Disney World. And I know you guys were at Disney World for a while, but I've been going just about every single year, sometimes twice a year since 2004.
Why? Why Disney?
Well, because it's awesome. I mean, basically, the Disney World's great because it's the same feeling you get when you put on one of these costumes. You know, you're in a fantasy world. You're in a whole different land, so to say. So, you know, as long as you got a couple bucks in your pocket and you can go have dinner and ride rides and stuff, it's just an escape from reality. It's great.
Yeah. So numbers. How many suits have you made to this day?
I'm on my 306th right now.
Wow.
Yeah,
When was your first one?
Oh, pretty kitty.
well, the first one was in 2001, and that was that white tiger I told you about. So
Yes.
we're working on this one right now.
So very good. Putting fur onto the. So what is the process there? What's underneath the fur? What is the construction of the head?
You ever see John Travolta in the movie Face Off?
Yes.
But basically, it's just foam, and what I do is I make these on top of it's a martial arts foam headgear, and then I just carve out various pieces of the foam and stick it on the headgear, and I kind of fur it up from there. He's missing his lower jaw, but it's here somewhere. But yeah, I don't need it, Darren. It's fine. So yeah,
Cool.
Oh, here it is.
Have
Here it is.
thanks, Darren.
306. What is the average cost for a full suit?
Right now, the average cost is around $3,500.
Wow.
And right now, I make about 24 a year.
But yeah, I was going to say, how long does one take to make though?
Well, in the past, where I work 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, I can get one done in 3 to 5 days. Just something really simple. Whereas a tiger with stripes and stuff, that might take 8 days or 9 days. So now that I've slowed down a bit and I only work 8 hours a day, it takes me maybe 8 or 9 days to do a simple costume.
Good. Yeah. Come back, Darren. We'll have a family chat when we go off the air. We'll get everybody involved. That could be fun.
Yeah, with this tiger I'm working on now, it's got wings, it's got muscle padding in it, it's got all kinds of stuff. It's going to take me another 2 weeks to get it done.
It's pretty awesome. So every once in a while you'll open up for new business. So when somebody wants a fursuit, like, do they send you like drawings, art of what their persona is, or how does?
Yeah, I should have sent you one so you can put it up on the screen. But there are thousands of basically freelance artists out there. And so if you give them a text description of what your character looks like, they'll actually sit down and draw you like a forward-facing piece, a side-facing piece, and a back piece. And so what these customers will do is they'll show me a photo of what they want, and then I just come back to them and tell them what I think it's going to cost. And of course, the more stripes and spots and all that, the more it's going to cost. But basically, everybody has art of what their character is.
For sure. Hey, logo spec. So when earlier you're talking about how you've been to Australia for a convention, what is the farthest you have shipped one of your suits?
Australia. No, actually, it probably is Australia, because that's a very long ways away. If you pay the big bucks, you can have a big box with a costume in it shipped to Australia. It'll take 3 days. Then again, it matters how fast it goes through customs. The longest a box ever took to get to their customer was up in Three Rivers in Canada, or they call it Tres Riverares or whatever. And I shipped it in January. They got it at the end of March.
Oh, wow.
They thought it was lost. And then all of a sudden, I get a phone call saying, hey, we have this thing on my desk. Do you want me to deliver it or return it? And I'm like, deliver it.
I sent it there to have it returned to me.
Yeah, it's dumb.
That's funny. But you've sent them to Italy, the United Kingdom.
Yeah, I'm in 16 different countries. So all over Europe, Mexico, Australia. There's none in Japan. I would love...
Fursuit, make him...
Yeah, global.
It's pretty BA, right now?
Yes.
BA. Well, good.
Oh.
Well, when the rarity that you're not working, what do you do for fun?
I golf. Every single Monday, I take Mondays off and I go golfing. And we got a group of friends, and actually our neighbor, John. We go golfing with John and all of his buddies from when we went to high school. And they're pretty funny. So that's what we do every Monday. And then during the winter, I bowl. And other than that, I go to the grocery store and the liquor store to get beer. And that's it.
Because you have to in Minnesota, unless you want the 3-2 beer, right?
Well, no, you can have it delivered. But yeah, they sell the 3-2 beer in the grocery stores, which is silly. But yeah, you have to go to a real liquor store to get beer.
Funny.
Yeah.
Funny. Well, now it's your turn. Do you have any questions to ask me or Bella?
Well, Bella, do you ever smile? Come on, smile. Smile. Yay, Bella's smiling. That's awesome.
Or anybody in the chat, if you have a question, please shout it out.
I mean, I just think it's great that you guys are doing what you're doing. And it's really cool watching your videos and seeing all of your viewers interacting with you. And just kind of knowing that you know a little bit about everybody, mostly from watching their videos and stuff. And I think that's really cool.
Well, thanks. It's like you were saying with your own community. I mean, everybody has their own community. But, you know, yeah, since going on the road, I think having our YouTube channel has definitely helped us. It's helped us meet some folks and, yeah, get to know people online. And Bernie likes it, too.
It's a dog. Bark, bark, bark.
Dog that needs a haircut.
Want a haircut?
Do you... Here you go. I know this answer has changed through the years. Do you just do cat costumes? Look at that. Dog that needs a haircut.
Want a haircut?
All right, wait, what were you saying?
Oh, I was like, what? His answer has changed through the years, but do you just do cat costumes, or are there other types of animals that you make?
Oh, I make just about everything. I've made bulls. I've made, dogs, of course, wolves. I made a squirrel once. It's just back in 2009 when I was doing these things for beer money, all I wanted to make was cats. I didn't want to make dogs or wolves. And so that's why I came up with the name ByCats4Cats, because I had no clue I'd be doing it full time for my job. But the deal is like I already had the name, I had the website, so I just kind of stuck with it. And then maybe I lost a little business out of having the name like that. But I would think that people after a while, they would kind of realize it. And it's no big deal. I'd rather only make cats anyways, but I do like dogs. Dogs are good.
Nice.
Dogs.
So here you go. Frizky Husky says, I had an idea. Take Bill to a fur con. Give him a first-hand experience. What do you think? This is kind of
I
funny.
think that'd be awesome.
When we were in Waco, and you said that there was a convention in Dallas. And when we were in Reno, you said there was probably got canceled. But there was supposed to be one out by Reno when we were there also. And I was like, I can just go and get different glasses, and just people say we look alike. I could just pretend I'm you.
You know, that's true. It wouldn't give you any special treatment if you did that. But, you know, like there's with these conventions.
I could be a professional.
Well, no, you could. And a lot of families, a lot of parents take their kids to these conventions. I mean, I kind of have a nickname for it. I call it Ghetto Disney, because, you know, these families can take their kids to a furry convention and see 3,000 people in animal costumes. Why spend all the money to go to Disney World? So
there you go. Our buddy Garrett says I would need a Chewy costume.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Bill would be great. I mean, the Chewies at Disney World, they're like 5'8", and so that would be a much better representation of what Chewy should be.
Was I taller?
Chewy taller.
I think Chewy was like 1 inch.
Yeah, I think Chewy was. I don't know how big the costume is or how big the person is in it, but I think Chewy was like an inch or two taller than me when we went there.
Really?
Yes, but yes. Hold on. So we're wrapping up. I do have to talk about. Well, I don't have to. I choose to talk about what else is on tonight. I do know right after us is Beyond Beauty 3. She always has a fun time, some sort of trivia.
It could be good.
Or whatnot.
90s and rock paper scissors.
90s trivia and rock, paper, scissors. Was it 90s music or all together? I don't know.
I don't know. I just saw a notification 30 minutes ago.
Sounds great to me. And then Box Van D, the All-Star, the one that had a birthday. Everybody gave her shout-outs. She started 9 months ago and has like over 5,000 subscribers.
What?
Pretty amazing.
Give us some of your subscribers.
And after her, our Epic RV Adventure. If I'm butchering this, please speak up. And then after our Epic RV Adventure, we're going to have Mr. Jerry Holly closes out the night with karaoke. And if people are still up, I think Meant to Be RVing does the late night show. So hopefully that's all correct.
The Tonight Show.
The Tonight Show with Teresa.
Starring Teresa.
Is that right? What is wrong with me? Brain farts all over the place. That's what I got. Got any closing remarks? Does Darren have any closing remarks?
Darren, do you have any closing remarks?
Love to be here. Thank you for everyone on the YouTubes. You know, I don't know about this internet stuff, but thank you. Thank you very much.
Sounds a little bit like he's from Minnesota.
Yeah, and Darren and I are having a contest. We have a jar that was Bloody Mary mix here, and it is chock full of razor blades. So if you can guess how many razor blades are in this jar of Bloody Mary mix, you'll know better than me. So that's our contest.
498.
Is it 498?
There's more than that.
All right. Well, Eric, we appreciate you. We know you're busy. Do this again sometime. Yeah, every other week Natasha's at work, so I'm going to be solo. I'm going to be looking for some more than mildly entertaining guests like my brother Eric here. Thank you so much for coming on here. Let's head on over to Beyond Beauty and tell her what's up.
All right. Well, we're going to sniff some super glue. So
Cool. Maybe we'll try to gather all your camera. Maybe we'll try to do a family chat real quick.
Tell Uncle Brian.
Okay.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, I got to end the broadcast.
He doesn't know how.